Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Great millstone, peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Okay, as you can see, the video is entitled Counsel of the Lord. And just wanted to go into like the meaning of this. Okay. This is Psalms 33. I'm going to start at 10. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. Okay, so this one thing we have to understand about this is like being counseled is basically to be guided, advice. Okay, so the counsel of the heathen, which would be the wicked, the things they're counseling people to do are causing them to go off. And what I mean by off is like if you're Israelite, the counsel of the wicked is having you do things that goes against what you're naturally supposed to be doing, like following laws, statutes, and commandments. And this is to the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying, they have you doing like eating abominable foods, just doing things that's opposing to what you're naturally supposed to be doing. Okay, it says he maketh the devices of the people of none effect. So this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant to his devices. So we understand that the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who has his spirit upon them, these things are not going to be able to affect them no more. Okay, it says he maketh the devices of the people of none effect. Okay, so his chosen men, we're going to be on high alert on these things that Satan sets up, or Esau sets up. Okay, one and the same. All right, that basically are snares and traps to us, you know. And this is an important thing about mercy, you know, because you'll look at almost anything you wear, it has pork in it, you know. So this is where mercy and the blood of Yahweh Shai comes in, because it like supersedes the things that we can't keep, the laws that we can't keep. Okay, so we're not ignorant to his devices, to Satan's devices. Okay, the things that are set up in wickedness, we don't fall for them. Okay, we understand what's going on, and we understand that he's always trying to set a trap. Okay, so we don't fall for it. Verse 11, it says, the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahushai standeth forever. Okay, now let's get the definition of that counsel. It says counsel, advice, purpose. And the Strong's, it says advice by implication, plan, also prudence, advice, advisement, counsel, purpose. So the purpose of the Lord standeth forever. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever. And we know that his counsel is going to come through his men. Okay, and his men are going to have his spirit on them to basically counsel other men. Okay, but it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So his spirit is over certain men, which would be the elect, and they're going to counsel and advise other men, and then it's going to grow on them to where they're going to counsel and advise other men till the elect is sealed up. But we have to understand that it says the counsel of the Lord standeth forever. So when the Lord sets something up, through that counsel, it's going to be without an end. Okay, it's not going to be an end to this counsel. Okay, we're rehearsing the righteous acts right now, and that's counsel, and that counsel is basically going to carry over into the kingdom, where everything's going to be righteous and perfect. Okay, it says the thoughts of his heart to all generations. So there you go. You had men at the end of every captivity. You had men that kept that counsel. They were put to death a lot of times for it. Okay, they were put to death a lot of times for it because it went against the status quo. It went against the grain of what everyone wanted to do and live in their so-called freedom mind state. Kind of like today. You know, you tell someone that's a so-called black, Latino, Native American not to eat pork, you know what I'm saying, not to indulge in the wicked things of this society, and they'll look at you like something's wrong with you, you know? But that's just the thing. Everyone isn't chosen, okay? Precept to that is Proverbs 1 and 25. So this is what happens when the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, go against the counsel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is what's ultimately going to happen. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel. So you basically told the men that were chosen to set up to be a counselor to you through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you basically told them, I'm not going to do that. It said, and you would none of my reproof. So that counsel was going to correct you. And reproof is like setting you on the right track. Okay? So it said you didn't want my counsel, you didn't want my reproof. It says, I will also laugh at your calamity. Now it's a time that we're in to where chaos, misery, death, all these things are about to play out on this earth right before the end. It says, I'm going to laugh at you now. Okay, I will mock when your fear cometh. Now you want to be scared and try to find out the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Now you want to know what you should be doing. Okay, but the whole time, these men that were set up to give you righteous counsel, you shunned them. Okay, you shunned them. Okay, it says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Okay? Then shall they call upon me. See, all these things have to happen. Jake is very hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? Jake is very hard-headed. So Jake never wants to pay attention and do things the righteous and you know what I'm saying, the right way in a proper order. It always has to be a form of pain and hurt and an imminent danger to them for them to actually take heed. Okay? So it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So the Lord is basically going to take himself away from these people. He's not going to pay them no attention now. Because when he tried to give it to you, you didn't want it. Okay? It's called having the freedom or the quote-unquote liberty to do the right thing, but you don't see a danger from not doing it. It's like you don't see the penalty for not doing it. That's why you can reject the counsel. But guess what? It's coming. And in these times that we're living in right now, if you can't see that something is about to happen, yeah, it's just too bad. I mean, it's too bad. It's not meant for you to see. Okay? It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So they didn't choose it. It didn't resonate with them. They wanted to have the illusion of freedom. Okay? It says, they were none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So basically you made your bed, now lie in it. All right? You made your bed, now lie in it. You can't blame no one but yourself. Okay? Verse 12, it says, blessed is the nation whose power is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So everyone wants to say they're Christian, they're saints, But this, when you see the word nation, that means one nation of people that's blessed, whose power is Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's all caps. That's the Father. Okay? It says, and the people whom he had chosen for his inheritance. It's basically a dead giveaway right here. It's telling you, these people who he chose and that nation, they're blessed. Who his inheritance goes to. Okay, this is Isaiah 14:1. It said, for the Lord, all caps once again, will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. This prophecy hasn't happened yet. Okay, so in 12 right here it says, blessed is that nation who he hath chose for his own inheritance. That never changed. So no one can add themselves or take themselves away from this. It's already set in stone. It says, and set them in their own land, because that's the inheritance. That's the promise and the covenant that was made to the children of Israel by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay? It says, and shall be joined with them, the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay? But the point was, he will have mercy and choose Israel. Okay? But the only way that happens is you follow the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay? There's nothing wrong with following. Okay? You'll have a lot of people, and I've heard this from plenty of people, they don't want to be a part of no camp. You know what I'm saying? They basically don't want nobody ruling over them. You know? And that's off. How can you say you don't want nobody that's in the camp teaching you? Man, all you gotta do is look at Moses. Just look at Moses. Okay? Moses, the Lord used Moses, but then again, he set up like taskmasters. He set up men over a certain amount of men. Okay, that made his job a lot easier. Okay, we can't basically, everyone can't, if it wasn't no one set up, could you imagine everyone going to Apostle Elder Tahar? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it would run him crazy. You know, so that's why it has to be set up and done that way. Okay, it makes perfect sense that way, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody checks in, this is what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth, and everything is done in order then. Okay? Hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the Apostle Nel's a great millstone who ruled and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing his truth throughout the four winds. Till next time, Shalom.